I mean, we haven't really seen that yet, but are you buying that this is the last season?
When does he struggle?
I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't seen LeBron struggle.
Well, he's saying he doesn't want to see it.
He doesn't,
I don't think we will.
You might not
I don't
see
think he's the guy that's going to hang around averaging 8, 9, 10 points. I think LeBron, he takes such good care of his body. He's not going to play if he's not elite. And I haven't seen any signs of slowing down. So I also don't like when other people are telling other people when they should retire, when they should come back. I mean, no one knows LeBron James' body and career like he does. So I love Chuck, but I'm not buying this.
I'm buying for the reasoning, right?
Okay.
Like, I don't like. We saw Charles Barkley go out, sub into a game, get an honorary. They should
Something broke.
Get an honorary rebound, and then get subbed out of the game. You don't want to see that.
No, that ain't happening.
That hurts.
No,
But does he do the whole
that's what it was. That's literally what it was. I'm not even trying to be funny.
No, I know, but that's not LeBron.
We don't. So to his point, we don't want to see that happen to LeBron. So I'm buying. I'm not buying that he should retire soon. Right off in the sunset when you feel it coming, and I'm in this position and I'm done. But I don't want to see LeBron in the position of a lot of our greats where that was the scenario. So for that reason, I'm buying what Chuck's saying.
How old was Charles when he retired?
Oof, I don't know, but also, we'll know when LeBron's retiring, right? He's going to do the whole tour.
1,000%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're going to get an announcement. Don't you worry about that. Wemby leading all players in video views. Probably that Draymond Green one, am I right?
It took 52 minutes to talk about it.
NBA social media accounts this clue that the Frenchman will be the face of this league.
I'm buying, and a lot of those views are probably coming from my account.
Me too.
You know how I feel.
I watched that video probably
Yeah, some of the things that we've seen him do on the basketball floor, I've never seen it. And I literally watch highlights and games, and I react as a child from school for the first time seeing something. I really get those interactions when I see that, man. So, yeah, I don't know why he couldn't be the face of the league if he isn't already.
Yeah, he's
Americans, man, they don't like the French sometimes.
He's mesmerizing to watch. The two, he's French and he's big. Like, so you never really see that as the face. You see more Anthony Edwards type. You see more Anthony Edwards type. What?
No, that was wild.
Lou's on fire today.
I'm just saying.
Lou's become you, and you
cut it out.
It's Monday. It's
cut it
weird
out
on Monday.
It's just hard. It's hard for a Euro. It's hard for a big to be the face of a league.
You know what? I'm here for all of it. And Dad, you're going to have to just accept it because my dad's one of those weird Americans. All right, Kevin Durant. I think this one's kind of interesting. Kevin Durant said that Cooper Flagg reminds him of his own journey and that he's going to end up being one of the best of all time.
You know what? KD's gotten nicer.
He's so complimentary.
He's given Sengun compliments.
You know he openly smokes, so he's probably zenned out.
I love that too.
Yeah,
I'll tell you this.
He's zenned out.
There's a lot of pressure.
I'm high right now.
Pressure and expectations for this kid coming in, and obviously the team's success is not where it needs to be, but you have to sit back and realize this kid is 18 years old, and this is still a process, and there's the amount of pressure and expectations he faces every single night he goes out there is going to be something. Guys are going to be gunning for him. He is on the scouting report as much as this team is banged up, but I think it's going to be a slow grind. I think, again, playing him out of position didn't do him any favors, but I agree with Kevin Durant. I still think this guy has a trajectory of being an all-time, all-star, 9, 10, 11-year all-star. Now, all-time great, I don't know. I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, but the potential is through the roof, and he's 18 years old. Like, honestly,
Keep telling yourself that. He's only 18.
Just embrace the process and the journey for this kid, because it's going to be a long time and it's going to be fun.
Lou, I like this one for you. Gilbert Arenas said that Luka would be ahead of SGA if their career stopped right now. Are you buying that?
Okay. Does Luka have a championship?
No.
He does not.
MVP?
I don't believe so.
No further questions, Your Honor?
Can you rest your case?
If we're talking about today,
right now?
I think Luka will have all of those things when it's done at the entirety of his career. But if we're talking about today, I don't think so. But I also know Gil's game plan. He does things for clicks, and he's really, really good at
He's
it.
a
So
contrarian.
good job. You have Luka fans on my social media today upset that I said the truth.
The two biggest honors are winning it all and winning the MVP, and SGA has both, and Luka doesn't have any. So I'm with Lou here and
That must have hurt.
disagree.
That must have hurt for you to say that.
Didn't love it.
It's tough.
All right, 20 seconds
Growth.
left. Anybody have any more wisdom, Lou? Any more bars you'd
Yeah,
like?
what'd you say? What'd you say?
I think I'm all out of free game today, y'all.
Team, and he is healthy, and he's fitting in so well with Sengun. He's fitting in with this young core, and they've done a great job, honestly, with just a combination of young talent. And if OKC and San Antonio kind of weren't doing what they're doing, we would be talking about this young core with Thompson, with Sengun, with Jabari Smith Jr., with Reed Shepard. They have so much talent. Then they go and bring in a guy like Kevin Durant, who is just fitting in seamlessly with Sengun. It's one of the better duos in the league. They're defending, scoring 125 points per game, so they're putting up at a really, really high clip. And now they have this closer in Kevin Durant, which last night just kind of showed what he can do. They can play through the big fella all night long. They can have Thompson kind of get downhill and initiate their offense. They have the true point guard, Reed Shepard, that comes in. They have depth, they have size, they have a little bit of everything. But game on the line, you can go to KD, and you see him on the ISO. We've been doing that for 2 decades. So I'm not surprised. They're well coached, they defend, and they can score a lot of points. There's so many different ways they can hurt you offensively. And the setup of them, again, like I said, if OKC and San Antonio weren't doing all this crazy things and all this talent and all this assets that they have, we'd be talking about this team and this core a lot more.
Yeah, you remember when the season started and they were 0-2, and Kevin Durant said he was happy that everybody was walking around pissed off because that showed how competitive they were and how they wanted to change the tide in Houston, right? And now you look up, they won 9 out of 10 in that rolling. And if you look at this combination of KD and Sengun, they're like a blast from the past. Like, you remember old school teams, you had a really good guard and you had a really good big, you could play pick and roll, you can space the floor. This is that in 2025 with these two guys. Like Sengun, they can play the pick and roll, or he can ISO, he can post up. KD obviously can shoot the basketball and score the basketball from anywhere. That gives you so much space, and now that makes it easier for your role players to even be successful when you got 2 different guys that can score the basketball and create so much spacing on the offensive end, and it's worked. Like, look at last night. They just took turns trying to win the game each, you know? KD hits a big shot. Now you can dump it into Sengun. This is a recipe for winning for Houston, man, and with these 2 guys, and it looks good. It looks great to watch.
And what a luxury for, like, the Thompsons, for the Smiths, to have all the attention basically on that duo. That's going to free up their development. It's going to free up their offensive game, and they're going to be able to kind of get off in certain areas that they weren't able to without Kevin Durant on the floor. And the fact that, think about it, Fred goes down.
Yep.
They still have guys like Clint Capella that's not playing. Dorian Finney-Smith, we haven't even talked about him once. He's going to be valuable once he comes back. So this team is also one of the deeper teams.
That's right.
Where they can go 10, 11, 12 deep. Josh Okogie's been solid. Adams has been solid. Like, they have so many guys, so many weapons where they can go small, they can go big, they can play fast, they can play slow. Like, they're one of the more versatile, deeper teams in the league.
Great role players, man.
Yeah.
So let's, we always have to try to figure out lists and bests and all of that. Obviously, KD once played with a man named Steph Curry, but let's just put that aside. Is Sengun the second best running mate he's had?
You can't overlook Westbrook.
I mean, that's why.
You can't overlook
throw it
James
out.
Harden. You can't
Kyrie Irving.
overlook Kyrie Irving.
Not
These
overlooking.
guys play with a lot of really, really
Just
good
place
players.
it.
Do that. We ain't gonna do that. It's a lot.
Fresh. It's fresh. And they're figuring out something here, but those guys have history. Those guys have years. Those guys are first ballot Hall of Famers. Sengun is not quite there yet. He is an unbelievable talent. His game is kind of taken to the next level. But no, with the names that we just listed, those guys are shoe-in Hall of Famers. Those guys are multiple All-Stars, MVPs. Like, Kevin Durant's played with a lot.
And I don't know if they get the opportunity to play with each other long enough as teammates. I have to clean that up because I already know how you operate.
It's already too late. You already said it.
I don't know if they have the time to establish that type of synergy that these other guys did. Like, they fell short in Brooklyn, but Kyrie Irving was there. James Harden was there. And Kyrie is a champion. And so, like Chandler just mentioned, those guys have a laundry list of accomplishments that they've created. I don't know if Sengun and KD have the time to build that same type of synergy as well together.
Well, what about the style? Not necessarily comparing the talent levels of but the style and how it allows KD to play. I mean, he's been very complimentary.
I think it's still being written. Now, what I do like is I like the way that they do play together. Like, those 2 guys are a great 1-2 punch, but it's still being written. Like, we're still early in the season. And again, this is a team that had some adversity to start the season. It looked like they figured it out. It looks like this is going to be a team to deal with. We said it preseason, all the teams down in Texas are going to be a problem. Every single one of them, with the exception of Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio, they've held their end of the bargain. So this story is still being written. I would like to see what happens. You know, come All-Star break, let's look at their record. Let's look at how much noise they've made, but it's still being built. I like it.
Yeah, and Sengun, again, I don't want to discredit what he's done and the leap he's taken, but playing with a big guy like that sees the floor like he does, he's very similar to Jokic in that where you can play through him, he can be aggressive, you can give him to him off the block, he can get a defensive rebound, he can initiate the offense. So that's, I think, early on this season when we were concerned of the point guard position? Are they going to start Ahmed Thompson? He's going to be out of position. When you have a guy like him, it's such a luxury because 1 through 5 can bring it up. 1 through 5 are interchangeable. You can start the offense with anybody on the floor when you have a center like him.
Yeah.
So it's a huge luxury to play with a guy like that. And although, yes, this is Kevin Durant's team, I think, and that's the thing, when you knock Kevin Durant for going to the Warriors, every team he's been on, he's been the best team, and he's still doing that right now. So the success they're having, it starts and ends with Kevin Durant. And for them to actually be that contending team, he's gonna have to do things like this and stay consistent and stay healthy.
Where are they right now on your 1-2 punch tier?
Yeah, you can't really overlook the Thunder. You can't really overlook the other team that's ahead of them in the West right now, the Nuggets, because they've been consistent. They've been doing it for a while with Jokic and Murray. But when you look at the versatility that these two bring, they're a top duo for sure. I don't know rankings-wise what they would be right now, but top 3 maybe. Like they're really, really good.
Top 3 is kind of a big deal. We'll take
Yeah,
top 3.
yeah.
All right, we'll take top 3. Stat line wise, everyone loves to look at stat lines and try to figure out how it matches. Where's the pattern? Well, KD's this year is very similar to that first championship year that he had with the Warriors. Again, it's about the style, not about the talent of the other players on the roster. This feels perhaps like natural fit wise, this might be the best that he's had since.
Yeah, it looks right. It looks right. Like with this team, again, he and Sengun, they're going to be the 1-2 punch, and then they have a bunch of guys around them that understand their roles, that understands their positions and what they bring to the table. I think that's great for him. You know, his last few stops, he's been on teams with other superstars. He's been on teams with other guys that can go out and get 25, 30 in any given night. And so that has taken some adjustments, and he's tried to play basketball the right way in those groups. You know, even when he was with Golden State, he went out and said, yeah, like, I'm Kevin Durant. I can go out and get 50 at any given time. I'm just trying to play the right way. I'm trying to play team basketball. I'm trying to play system basketball. And he went out the very next night and literally had 50 points just to show if I wanted to be selfish, if I wanted this to be all about me, I can go out there and I can do that. Brooklyn was the same thing. On a team with a James Harden, with a Kevin, with a Kyrie Irving, you kind of got to fit. You got to find a place. You got to find your spots to go out and be aggressive. Then obviously you go out to Phoenix, same scenario. But now here in Houston, Sengun is going to get 30 shots a night. KD is going to get 25 shots a night, and they don't even need that many shots if they want, because look how efficient he is. He's doing this on 16 shots a night.
51 from the field. At 40
like he doesn't even need it. So again, like a natural fit, he